and push back into down dog. Okay, so we're back on our right side again. Inhale, right leg lifts. You're gonna be super unbalanced after this count. Exhale, knee to nose. We're adding speed and intensity. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to tricep. Hold here, option for them to practice hurdler's pose. If you know what it is, awesome. If you don't, we'll work on it another time. Exhale back, inhale back. Exhale, knee to that inside elbow. Hold it here, 3, 2, and plant that foot on the ground. This time, instead of kneeling crescent, we're going to inhale up for crescent pose. Now give them time. This is the first time they're getting into their crescent pose. They need a couple of breaths to settle into the pose. There's no way that if we ask them to inhale crescent for the first time and then go into a twist, that they're gonna have the foundation and the stability that they need. So 5 breaths minimum here. So we're holding, we're up on that back toe, making sure we've got those hips square. Again, wrapping around that scapula, palms in towards each other, gaze is out slightly, and we're squeezing those inner thighs together. From here, we're going to exhale, open arm twist. Beautiful. From here, we're actually going to lower that left arm hand down to the ground, so fingertips are going to tap on the inside of that knee. We practiced this a couple of times, but this one's a challenging one. So if we're from crescent pose, we're going to open arm twist, and we're just going to gently bring that left fingertip down to the ground, right arm up to the sky. From here, we're going to hold again, finding that balance, potential to have a block here if they need it, and then we're going to go into revolving half moon. So she's going to do a nice strong exhale and lift that back foot off of the earth, pivoting into that half moon. And this is so important to educate your girls that if they're not able to get into the pose, they find the modifications they need to get there. So hips are square, back foot is flexed, toe turned down to the ground. We're here for 5 breaths. We're going to release into forward fold. Keep that back leg lifted. So that left leg stays lifted here. And we're going to come into standing splits. So balance level, they've got the block if they need it. Yeah. So block on the hands if they need it. Otherwise, we're going to take strength. Since that left leg is lifted and right foot is stable, left hand comes in to wrap around the right ankle, because that right hand is our support. It should be out at a diagonal, and then Kaya level is to bring both hands and wrap around the ankle. So really challenging to get both hands wrapped. The goal is to eventually have your chest all the way to your quad before, oh, and I told you wrong, Kel, sorry. So right hand was wrapping around our right ankle, left hand was my support hand. Tuck the chin and pull. We're holding here, and then when we're ready, both hands grab and wrap, okay? So that's a challenging one. So it's just an option that you're gonna give if they would like. Then we release into chair pose, so big toes to touch. Inhale up for chair pose. Super challenging after holding that pose, and so we're gonna give them a rest here. Exhale, forward fold. And hang out here, okay? Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then you'll switch sides. You'll go through that as many times as you would like, adding a little bit of speed and making sure they're mastering that pose even as you go through with speed. So from here, we're going to have come through our down dog. So we'll have met in our down dog and then back into plank. So from here, we've got a little bird dog. So option to lift right toes, left arm. Oh yeah, this is a challenging one. So come down into that tabletop if you need. Lift right toes, left arm. Hold for about 5 breaths, and then we'll switch sides. And then push back into down dog. Child's pose is an option if needed. Otherwise, we're going to inhale, come into plank. And we're going to go onto our left side. So left side plank, right arm lifted. We're going to attempt to lift that right leg, grab those toes. So option to scissor here if you would like to add a little bit more challenge for your girl, so they would extend that leg straight up to the sky. But the goal is to tuck that knee into the chest, bring it and guide it up to the top of your mat into crescent lunge. So we're gonna guide that foot up, pull it in, plant it on the ground, beautiful, and inhale up into crescent lunge. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna feel really nice after this. Okay. Exhale, warrior 2, open up. So again, at this point, I'm up at the front of the class and I'm mirroring that warrior 2. Coming up as I go through the class to make sure that we're pulling that left hip back, and as I do, that right front knee try to rock in, pull it back, and give them the option to tuck their heel in slightly so it's at an angle so that knee can keep driving forward. Shoulders are relaxed, gaze is looking out in front, inhale, reverse. And then after about 3 breaths here, we're going to exhale into extended side angle. So she's going to reach until she can't reach anymore. That hand comes down to the ground, and then she's going to basically like wind up that arm and open it up over her head, bicep to the ear. So option or difference is this is side angle, okay? This is extended side angle. Most people don't have the shoulder capabilities to get to that extension. So if you see that they're all here and they're not keeping their chest open and bright, then they need to come back to side angle. Eventually we'll get to that extended, okay? From here, we've got that right hand planted on the earth, and we're going to come into balancing half moon. So from here, what I like to do is bring the top arm to your hip. So rest on your hip first, because the last thing that should open up is the arm. So from here, she's got that right hand on the ground. She's got her block as she needs. She's going to pivot off of that back foot, lift it up nice and high. Beautiful. So first she masters this with her hips. So see how toes are pointing forward now? Because we want the hips open, and she uses that hand to open up the hip. And last but not least, that arm opens up to the sky, okay? Foot stays flexed. We're holding here for just a few breaths. Obviously, we're gonna go a little bit quicker here. And then our exhale is going to be forward fold. So nice strong exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, standing mountain. Slow roll up, arms up to the sky. Lift the right knee, reach for that knee. And then we're going to grab that left hand on the outside of that right knee and open up the right arm. So we're going into a little bit of a twist. Release, standing mountain. Inhale, back up to the sky. Exhale, second side. Bring that left knee in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then open up. Inhale, back through standing mountain. And then down dog. Speed, speed, speed. So we'll go through that second side. After we're in our down dog, we're going to come all the way back to standing mountain. Inhale, arms up. Brace your hips in your low back. Exhale, squeeze those arms open into cactus pose and standing back bend. Otherwise, if they've got that nice flexible back and there's no compression, arms up and they reach into that back bend. Oh my God, good show. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna come to seated 1 minute meditation. So they're gonna find a seated position that is comfortable for them. Sitting up on those sit bones, so make sure they pull their jelly out so they can sit nice and tight or high on those sit bones. Then we're going to go into seated forward fold, so we're going to kick those legs out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Lower back, nice and slow. One vertebrae at a time, all the way onto your back. We're going to bend that left knee, cross that right knee over. Sorry. We'll come here. Here, and then so left knee bends, and then right leg lifts and crosses over, and then we'll pull that left knee in nice and strong. We'll switch sides. We'll finish with happy baby. So grab those big toes, happy baby, yay! Spinal twist to the right, so hug both knees in, kick out that left leg and pull that right knee across. You'll switch sides, and then we release into Savasana. And just a reminder here in Savasana, remember, we come up, we've got those options to grab by the heels, let them know you're coming, pull, and then sway. This is one of the favorites. Exhale, release, nice and easy. Give them a big squeeze. Set an intention for them that you want them to have. Give them breath, light, happiness, whatever it is you want for them today. Come up, grab those